Accelerate Cape Town was founded on the bedrock principles of collaboration, networking, thought leadership, and relationship building, all of which traditionally required us to bring our members together on a fairly regular basis to ensure that their voices are heard and that they could share in the conversation. I think we are incredibly honored to have a very engaged cohort of members who have taken great value from the opportunities to convene around topical issues, to gain a deeper understanding of fresh insight into the issue, meet peers from other companies, share ideas and solutions, and stimulate the type of fortuitous business opportunity that typically flows from such engagements. COVID-19 has obviously wreaked havoc on the business operating environment, and for Accelerate Cape Town, it's been no different. As an organization that brings people together, we understood immediately that we needed to pivot rapidly in order to continue offering value to our members and to ensure that the conversation could continue. The pandemic has, of course, meant that we can no longer gather in person to share ideas and engage in our thought leadership program, but this hasn't stopped us from growing, innovating, and experimenting with ways to redefine the Accelerate Cape Town offering. I think as a result, we've transitioned quite successfully into the digital space and embraced the new normal on the understanding that a return to business as usual was unlikely for a number of months and potentially for the foreseeable future. Whilst we were somewhat apprehensive initially, I think the response has been incredible and the new format readily supported. We've hosted twice as many events with roughly double the traditional attendance at each of those sessions during the lockdown period. And the digital format also means that our speakers are no longer geographically constrained. We now regularly host international speakers who've added unique insights and expertise to our program without the cost usually associated with such speakers. I think we are learning and growing continuously in this space, and we look forward to working with you, our sponsors, members, and partners, to define our collective workplace of the future and continue the conversation. At a time where chaos and fake news abounds, I think Accelerate Cape Town's Thought Leadership Program offers content that is not only relevant but also trustworthy. Our primary focus areas remain leadership. In particular, our thought leadership in that regard has been geared towards helping leaders navigate these challenging times by providing the insights and constructs required to lead intentionally during times of seismic shift. There are no precedents for our current situation, but I think as leaders we can assist each other in making sense of it, and by sharing experiences, assist each other in navigating our way through this. Talent, of course, remains an absolutely critical focus area for Accelerate Cape Town, and certainly we are of the belief that it's absolutely critical for the future economic development of this country. The COVID-19 virus is becoming the accelerator for one of the greatest workplace transformations in our lifetime, and now more than ever, I think businesses and universities need to be far more in sync with respect to producing the right talent at a fast-track pace, ensuring that we emerge from this COVID-19 crisis stronger. Accelerate Cape Town is uniquely positioned to serve as the conduit between business and academia, and we're very pleased to be partnering with our member, the Cape Higher Education Consortium, and the 4 regional universities on a very exciting dual higher education project, which will see business and academia develop a deeper collaborative relationship to address and achieve the goal of the right talent at the right time. Sustainability, of course, remains absolutely critical, as recent events have shown us. Water security has, of course, been a key issue in the past, and we've represented our corporate members on a number of government-led platforms to ensure that business interests are taken into account in those decision-making processes. But our focus in that regard also goes beyond serving as a conduit to government for our members and includes thought leadership on a broader sustainability agenda. I think recent events have certainly demonstrated that social, environmental, and financial sustainability can by no means be taken lightly. And then finally, innovation has become a bit of a ubiquitous buzzword, but it remains, I think, no less important. For businesses big and small, the pandemic has severely impacted cash flow, for example, resulting in critical sustainability challenges for SME suppliers, and with analysts now predicting that around 60% of SMEs may close before this crisis is over. I think this will inevitably impact corporate supply chains severely unless measures are put into place to support SMEs through this crisis. So in order to take this notion of collaborative innovation beyond a concept and into practical implementation to address that challenge, Accelerate Cape Town has recently acquired a sub-license for an innovative electronic invoice validation system hosted by Banksy. Payment Accelerator, as it's been called, is designed to connect the corporate buyer, SME supplier, and trade finance ecosystems electronically, And this system serves to improve the cash flow and ultimately sustainability of ESD suppliers and potentially buyers. I think this platform is very well suited to alleviate some of the pain in the current low interest cash trap environment, and is available at no cost to all Accelerate Cape Town members. It's included in your membership and requires no change to your existing infrastructure or systems. So please reach out and contact us if you'd like to know more or get involved in either the Dual Higher Education project or the Payment Accelerator projects. So despite the tremendous upheaval we've all experienced, Accelerate Cape Town remains very much in the fight and well placed, I think, to drive meaningful collaboration by bringing together business, academia and government to engage around much needed solutions for not only surviving this crisis but thriving once it inevitably ends. Massive thanks to the entire Accelerate Cape Town ecosystem, our incredible member companies and your respective teams, our university partners, our friends in government and our incredibly committed board. Thank you very much for your continued support and collaboration, and thank you for continuing the conversation.